different. Sorry,
Yes.
Yeah.
But you have
We have players in Afghanistan. I saw in Mongolia. And one place in Besu. I have one big city in Besu name. When I was in Mongolia, they are big city. The name is Besu. Yes, same name.
Even you something say close.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, my son-in-law.
His name is
Some pieces.
See? That's why we are closer. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, there are so many similarities.
Now we can make it one Mongolian and Hazaragi song with the Dampur and with the Mon. Okay? We make a about
Okay.
Mongolian and Hazaragi music. And Aisha have a very good guitarist. Yeah, why you smile? I saw your show.
It's true. Are you supposed to get dressed?
Yeah, I got a dress for it because I have some 5 years. Everything good. Sorry. She's from Mongolia and Hazara, but she came from this is she's the Sanjay, president of this organization.
Nice to meet you.
Here, how long did you reach?
Yes, I was.
Then you're
So we were studying in MIU. Do you know MIU?
Yeah.
So our place was remote, but we learned Mongolian characters a little bit. We had 3 other students in Greece, Megda, Jaka, us, and they knew fluent Mongolian, and they were studying in Mongolian.
Yeah. No, my God.
Yeah. With me.
Nice to meet you, sir.
He's also to
Yeah, I lived there 6 years. Wow.
Yes.
You're like an English. Yeah. Well, yeah. Our lessons were in English. That's why we did not learn Mongolian very well. Yeah, but we just. Yeah.
But Mitra is going to actually speak and he's going to be and he's very good.
It's all right then. Would she be interested you too?
Yeah, live right now. Yeah. I hope nobody stands in front of it.
I think just then it is more closer. Yeah. Of course. Mongolia kia Here, typically, here, har tribal system fresh as you said. Bisa, ये हर साल सेरेमनी में इसका
In seven for the movement.
Hả?
Last year was a new brand. It was close, only that's all. No, because they sent it to emails. Because three or 4 years. Oh yeah. Beautiful sounds. I'm asking to guys. Oh, really? Oh, oh, really? Nice. Yeah, like last week, I said I was from New York City Marathon. There was a kind of everybody was a business. Somebody was in a wheelchair, somebody was I made them 5 years ago, 2018, make a video for them. 10 days was to live with them in the hotel, trying to run with them. Who is this? Mr. Ingmar.
Testing, okay. Ben, is Chingle 2 out there? Ben, is Chingle 2 out there? So we're gonna start shortly.
Okay.
Or maybe, I'm not sure. We'll get there. Maybe, yeah, right, the middle.
Yeah, the middle.
Yeah,
Okay, let me know when we should make the, Philip?
Yeah.
Let me know when we should start.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Please, don't go around.
So the ceremony, the introduction will be given by Shul, Dr. Shul. He'll be in shortly to start the program.
No, I right now. Yeah. No, we just arrived. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be here tonight. Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, we need to just press the.
Hi, everyone. Welcome everyone to
this year's ceremony. First, I would like to ask everyone to stand up and join me for a moment of silence in memory of our previous founders, Kampuja Kangen, Chortilama, Loksum Year. Please stand. Please sit down. 세배로 세한나무로 아무렇게 마음주지 못한 수고로 간에 지내산의 대비였어 어떠고 이프레 은기의 대비 도스리어서 아무렇게 마음주지 서려 하던 지내산의 도스카인 전 거의대 우리가 감타 그들이 얘기하니까 이 대비 저항에 나란 것 Eluk mounted carbon, Raymond Heroionic, and Hallow, Parazino, on Chen Doctor, Monosi, the Sus Terrasoga, Banking to Unqualified Learning, Monte Kitchen, Urban Bank, Tunia Ham, Tunia Ham, will be by Chimbun Davinari, Parazino. Maya and Chimasaya Delaware. 아무렇게 주우스가 없으면 제가 몽을 쓰기 의심복 증산에 한 얼몽을 애먹었더니 한국은 넣고 알킨토르 육몽을 보살 적신되고 있으니 가비아들이 도스칸 통기를 저걸 얻고 때 완전히 프로그램으로 그걸 거부의 없이는 본질 뺀질이 되었던 언론시 얻을 수 있고요. Taraki Kalagan with 14 Magaran, 14 Chogohan Tulina. Unkiri Helak, Toa, Hazara, Helmut, Pura, over Mongola, Monosa system, Monhus, or Stegaima. Helping Siam Pinch was the third Notarma system, Monhus. The engineering can, Helping Johan Orchid Toscon Boston, Homestitch, Heldi, Oliver, Galena, Old Monglian, or Saturday, Toglers, not done by the Ham Sultan, Maya not getting help for stay up, Tumum will be dead.
As well as the action, as most
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. On behalf of organizing committee, I would like to welcome everyone to the 35th annual Chinggis Khan Memorial Ceremony. Especially, I would like to express my sincere thanks to Deputy Permanent Representative of Mongolia to the United Nations, Mr. Chinggis, and his colleague, Councillor Wijibai and Chinggis. I would like to say thanks to those who contacted us for joining this year's ceremony. However, in consideration of COVID-19 situation, we limited this year's ceremony to organizing committee members and then key participants of official ceremony. We hope that we will have our long ceremony next year. Chinggis Khan Memorial Ceremony has been held in New Jersey since 1988. It was initiated by a small number of Mongols who came to America during the 1950s, 60s, and 80s. Several of the founding members like Sanjay, Chinggis, Chagam and Tony joined us today. Our ceremony is traditional ritual of memorizing great legacy of Chinggis Khan. Each year we have participants from diverse groups of the Mongolian and non-Mongol people. To strengthen ties among the growing Mongol American community, this year we have representatives from Tuva, Hazara, Helmut, Ural, Over-Mongol, and Mongolia. This year's community speakers are also from each of these groups. Our keynote speaker is from Helmutia. The artists and performers are from Buryat, Helmut, overall. Thank you for our community keynote speaker and our community speakers and performers. Finally, I would like to say thanks to our key organizing member from MACA and Chinggis Memorial Foundation, especially MACA family members and their family for supporting Chinggis ceremony year after year. Wish everyone enjoy our ceremony and have a great weekend. Thank you. Next is the Yang ceremony. Santiago did Yang ceremony.
In the club ceremony, this is the 35th annual ceremony being celebrated in the United States. As Phil mentioned, it was founded in 1988 by Omajak Amin Sojalam and Losing Kyot. We're happy to present again this memorial ritual to honor the great Khan. The Chinggis Khan ceremony consists of 17 steps, and each of the Yamkin, the 9 Yamkin, and the leader, the Jonan, have a part to play. So I will direct the parts as we go along. So it begins with a Honjin reading the Isn text.
Om сайн амгалан багтугай. Зэ Содомог Чингис хаан үжиг хатны хавтаар заяат төшөлд нөхөцөлд бүгдээр баясаад суун соёлхоо. Ариун дахин сэтгэл түгэй зорцод хиймүүл түгэй. Зоог амт бүрдсэн инээний дээж. Сүүний амт бүрдсэн ашааны шивэр. Чин сэтгэлээр хичээнгүлэн дахин өмгөөд. Зэ Богдын Чингис нөхөдлөгөөний аюун их дахлаа зоогод Бадрангуй их гал болон тоо сахин саяарах. Бадрашгүй төрөө батчуулан саяарах. Хамаг Монголоо хайртай өшөө. Хамтран мөлхөмтгийн хотгийг хайр. Зэ Содомог Чингис хаанаас ихтэн Суудай хатан өчигний хийн сахиусан хийгээд сүр ихэд сүртэй сахиусан хийгээд сүс ихэд өрлөг ноён танаа. Ариун цэцэг үнэт хүчс амтад бидээ арьсахтан өргөлөв ачуусээ юун саяхаа аштиг амгалан хайрдан саяхаа.
Sandy now prepares the lamp offering. And the lamp offering is done by Joan. Basra now prepares the healing offering. Papa reads the rule text.
Амрагчаа хаан богд Чингис хатнахын гэгээд хаан уул ачталтан хамаг Монгол үнэстэн гэгээнгэлт зулаан хижээнгүйн асаач сэсэг биширлийн хагас сүгэн мөргөн өрнөм бидаа өргөснөр өшөөч амаснаар айдэж сансныг бүтөөч Justin Hogan Haila.
Last time now we hear the healing offering. Young offers the healing. Only read the Hebrew text.
가오르차 한모드 칭기스 같은 게 긴 항모다 시작하는 하모고만모 우르스타는 아로님들 깁에 아동들의 대비치 본드표진 더장이 편 후스속등 얼굴놈들다 얼굴스도를 쇼치 아무스나라의 대치 멋스니그만 부대해도
To be prepared to wine something. 저는 offered wine. Offered me the wine text.
아브르차 한 모거드 칭기스 하힌 그겐된 한오 마치나탄 하모그마모 오르스탄 오슨 사대 대치 오르슨 타라네심 사힌 대전 이젠든 노력입니다. 오르스님 정 아무스님 에노 알튼 메리칸 도사소 Artem Somalitan Raso, Ojum Mosketan Manaso, Auga Homanditan Sexo.
Jordan now read the basic text and all to repeat each line.
English Yaka. He döneri vete.
He döneri
만도선
칭기사
아픈 느낌 나쁠 때
아름다운 소야 때 아주리 노소선 아들이 칭기사 박사 안도선 아무것도 믿겠음 한도시 배고슴 하야 이 칭기사 아고 내리까 막다소 오가 우시탄 놀다소 아픈 것이탄 ham가다소 아십 범티탄 사기소 아고운탄 바드라 아스로운탄 넥제 우스 목사탄 독절 우르구탄 올메토베.
The next step, Jordan read the other text. More than
오가 버티누스 아스는 야스테 걸 아무 들어 아마르시 아는 벌칙 그걸 오스 모빈 걸 오단 그거에 그기슨 그러면 너는 있은 거를 내 우스 그걸
안가에 보인 모든 머나
안가에 거기 모두 만나
아무 공기 누기
아무 먹기 놀기
아무 공기 사긴 나마치
아무 먹은 픽 세컨 한 바다시
아무 뭔가 좋을
하나 먹은 좋은 거야
잉그로나 생긴다와
내기로나 세컨 나만
유사한 하는 순간
내용 새큰 단어들단
우스단 마크마치
온소리단 바탕가시
우르 맘마 쪼트가
오르마도 좀 그거야
진도는
거친돌이 웃음이든
인도나 우살
헬핑거나 옥사이든
아로라
아로울 하자라
우야토와 안베
뭐야 도와 할배
아드몽디 크리스토버
아들은 도우디 울스 그거야
Now we have a convocation with the hour.
저거는 동기 누구랑 갈자는 아무 보스탄의 한 일시대 이땅을 갈자는 한 일시대 이게 아무 보스탄 미시간 살파
Return the arrow.
아브리코신 이리움벳
아메리코스 이름을
아드몽디 우르스테
아들 거기 올리세
소이도스단 마타남벳
호이도사 아들은
소로투스단 마크남벳
성주세 마감에
텍스노르나 후지니
대제스왕이 하우지
흑순노르나 함나부디
돌성왕을 하만디
우르스ትን 하르디 나르디
온스 하기 내디
우르스슨 이르는
우리 무슨 일은
아동거하긴 다운 국대
아들 모아리 다우국대
각대 다운 구수
석대 다우구스
안부가 하네 다운 국대
암배하기 다우국대
아군의 아룬 구로
아들이 아름 호로
아웃하네 여관 국식
아우하기 어부식
입 내는들이 일대야
일대 길이야
With that last step, that concludes the ritual ceremony. And the young people will now
Just a second, we have just like this papers from outside. Yes. Yeah, now is community speaker. First one is Andre, could you get? Andre is from Cuba. He's living in New York City with his family. He is one of the members of organizing committee.
Sayın Hello, everybody. Speak in English. Great to see everybody today. Sorry for delay. We were 20 minutes late. We were following Mongolia time. Last year we went to New Jersey, and I remember we were going to Costco to buy muffins with kids and so on. And muffins were $6 for a dozen, for 12 muffins. This year, beginning of this year, they became $8. And a few weeks ago, I went to Costco, they were $10. So prices are increasing a lot. So currently, we're living in a hard time. It's a hard economical situation. There's some bombing going on in the world, wars, this, that, a lot of refugees, people migrating from country to another. But hopefully, in such hard times, we will all unite. We call Mongol people Kalmyk over Mongol, Hazara, Mongol. And we'll go through this hard time, and we will be better because we can count on each other. And with this, I just want to wish everybody to have a good day today. Enjoy as usual Orzaks, Buzas, land, and have a good time. And don't think about too much about all this news, politics, and so on. Thank you.
Next one is Helmut speaker, Tony Okchaya.
Мен күн тасынып дүйініп, ода туар көп толықта хамық Монголчы болжана күн ақта дәуіз ақтаға келдік. Тегеді ендір оқыла тейімі байықта тейім онтыға Чингис ханды нәретсін дейіп тендектері бір болжақы, тегеді орылысында мекі байықтар әні. Ода дәсіні кейбеже сөптігі, дәуірлерінің қорынсы құрттығы, Чингис ханы йосарбайға дәуік, жамбырын ашыныр кеғат маны ғазырды теге келдік. Тегеді төрәді олықла, тұғар өріл менде сән сәқін әжі, олына қормат бақчы, зұңқуан кегенден шүкчі, зұлдан келі өкчі, бұрқын бақшын бойын түкірчі, өркүкіл тәған маңына теңгір байықта бақта, сеткіл тавар, топ үрін толға бүтіне өткәжі, кезен чігін тегеді, оршылынге қормат бақта, оқын теңгірін шалқыт күртчі, иден чігін елік дәл бөлжі. Күн ақта дәуіл зақта келдік ода басы орылысından екі байықта бәйініп, кезен чігін ұлан чырағын қағылысычы, ұстан үдерін үзісічі, айны сәнді күтәнжі, ақтын сәнді қазы үзі, көктен көрді, көшті қазы дейір, амыржы өте сән сәқін бәжі, кезен чігін ақшыныран айлқын дейірінар үлжі, жығылы қағылды, жішінен дағылжы, мұн ярқын үлжі, сән өйін көйінжі, сансыз тоғытын сәкісін омар күсічі, кейгі дәйкін көлі дешічі оқығы, дейді олын болды дейір қолтқа.
So the next one is Brad Mongol, Ayusha Sanjaya. Ayusha is from Buratia, living in New Jersey with his family. He and his wife Karina have been one of the active participants of our ceremony last year.
Udere kalın amırmında sen bana bir ayuş rejimleri bir negirnu boyat mamusu da ödüle şu geçir kundute Amerika göründe aşağıdık mamluk sahın. Bagda iki Chinggis Khan'da zarıyuklığın her duru da bu dünyaya kalınlar ama sonra Chinggis Khan nakısı öjün barbucun tukun tomte beğeniyor. Kimhe Chinggis Khan barbucun tukunte nekta kalboteyum. Bir şey baha barbucun tukun nekta kumgeşip tiget buldi ne Chinggis Khan'a her duru uşadıkın amaçlar zakon bayılışta edipkitte buki kabatılsın zando ayırmadığını zaten kabulünde olurun ki azaldıkla amroti kusot halı gazete gökte yapımne oltabay.
Next one is Magdad Flahi Hazarama. Magdad is from Afghanistan. I think I heard that he's currently living in Maryland. He studied in Mongolia. I was told that he will give speech in Mongolia. Please.
Hello, everybody. I haven't spoken Mongolian for the past 6 years, so I hope I still remember. Tabukin inudrin amgalang kaya unudirin ayakum jenini kisikoj in Baghdad di Mashik Baytaben. Mongolian ko akan say orik tuhe wasaka in Baghdad min gifturin kirik Bignia o is Dedes Chinggis Khan Hidin Zoni Tirdeges Unok Hotel Bigni Kolpotish Baydek Atlashi Pershideg. Namak Megdadek, we Fermen Sonas, Fermen Aranzuron, among the Andrish Basin Wood. Sakimurto, Tulindus Biolage, Picture, Kankatan, Mongol Set, Sots Harrison. And here for one Hazara Mongol should in Nikbide. Mongols many and the Gaihete Nulu Susan. Mongol Bach, Sander, the Utur or Yamashnik, Shinzus of the Baila. Other being again, they inside and on the Selch for what there was some delay. In what Unopur the Hanch, its age, with their spare landing for that. Mongols many here basin, or Dutch moon Idilhan. Hochtingrin, door, or shift with skin, Mongoloni, for the hotel, the age with this spare if Amalon, Hochda Boy Sarasa be Mongol, shot there for Bogdov, Augustin, who to his on such was Mongols are the chief ball. Minimum Rodul Basin, Rodul main permanent stone, body porch. Mongol sat watchich, Mongol fit search, we to get Hilshbues skill to pitch. Basin or dodge skill, but sign the Fana. Unother Fortel B. Hazara, Bogan, Mongol Finate, Zarimus, or on the to stay Bolofik. Anish Mitsebana. Mongolian Fudo, Nulka, Island Bata, Soylin, which Olon Egypt, Talot Bolofik, Olsh, Hassan. In Bugnes, Hangin, Shokarin Mongol Fest, Mongolch Bas, the Sud Bolan Kocharan, Disin, Urian over Vedic, Bolofik, Olsh Mixin, Yordalin, which ran Afghanistan, where many out of Jiranogi, харин ээж минь бэсүүд овгийн хүмүүс. Chinggis Khan Borjigан овгийн хүн шүдээ. Энэ зүг хүнтэй нэг оргийн овтай байгаад би маших бахархаж явдаг. Би Монгол байхдаа Монгол туга Буря Галмек зэрэг уусаа гарвал нэгтэй ахын дүүсэнхээ талаа орнотосон штай. Үнэндээ би нутга монголчуудаа уусаа гарвал нэгтэй хэмээн хавчидсан гадуурхагдаж сайн сайхан амьд байсан. Тодор бол хазаара монголчууд өнгөрсөн 200-ийн турш Афганистан ялгаварлан гадуурхаг аймарлан устгах асуудалтай нүүр тусгаар илрээ. Ингээд өдөр Монгол угсаатан хүн бүр бий болон оюун санаагаа дахин нэг дээр цаг ирлээ гэдэгт би итгэж явдаг. Тэр хүртэл дэлхийн хаануудыг ялгаварлан гадуурхагтай нүүр төрж байгаа Монгол үндэснийхээ дүү хоолой болсоё. Бибиэд нэмжээ үйл явдал эцэг эрхэмлэн хүчээ нэгтгэл юус гэж үгэж болох билээ. Ирээдүйн сайн өдрийн билэгдэж хүрээ. Анхаарал хандуулсан та бүхэнд маш их баярлалаа.
Next speaker is from Obermann. Altor is from Obermann, leading Connecticut is perfect.
Сайн байцгаана уу? Эдийн засгийн нэг яг төржсэн өөр хэлмэг ураад тугаа болон ажаараа Монгол улсаа хан тунаашаа өнөөдрийн амар амгалыг ярьтия. Юуны дөрөв өөр монголчуудынхаа төлөөлөл яваар маш их учир утгатай энэ арга хэмжээнд орчих боломж тоосон Монгол Америк соёлын халдварын санжээ ах болон Чингис хааны урсгалын цагийн захирал чуруу ахчих тус хоёр байгууллагынхаа бусад төслүүдтэй Чингисгийн үнэсэн баяр талаалаа төвшүүлж байна. Өчигдөр сайхан өнөөдөр бүлэгтээ өгөөндөж баяр жаргалаа хуваалцах ёстой боловч уулзраа хэргийг үлдэж 6 сая өвөр монголчуудынхаа эрх чөлөөний төлөө өсгөл эрхлэлийн талаар санаа бодлооч ахын дүүс тань ахтайгаа хуваалцмаар байна. Та бүхний мэдээж 2 жилийн өмнө Хятадын засаг өвөр монголчуудын бүх хэл өсөр бичиг соёлын эрхчлэлийг бөмбөрчлийн нүрээс ашиж бид нарын төв боломжийг болж балмаг бодлогоо улын чанаргүй өргөжүүлж хэлсэн билээ. Одоо бол өвөр монголчууд маань өвөр монголтан өөрийн хэлээр үг хэлэх асууж хүн байгалийн ургаан төслийг 100 мянган жил зохицуулж ирсэн нүүдэлтэн соёлын өрөвсөн устгаж явлаа. Хятад үндэсний нэгдмэл зохицыг бүтээсэн Лусангийн доо Монгол хүн монголоор байх нь ёл болжээ. Монгол соёлын онцлог буюу Монгол хүний сэтгэлийг уулгасан бүхэлдээ пэд илэрхийлэл болон төвшөө тусгалыг татан болгож байна. Эдийн засгийн үр садын ерөнхийлөгчийн хүн амын орсон сууж байх өвөр Монгол орнд Монгол улсаатны төвөнд байгаа энэ чүрийн цаг ирж байна. Хэдий тийм байсан ч Хятадын хахас жилэн бидний зүг сүнсийг сүрдүүлж чадаагүй Монгол улсаатны 1000 тонн дээжид авах өгөхөд хүчрлийн өсөлтөөс босон зас төмцлөн хөтлөсөн байна. 2020 оны намар баг бүх өвөр монголчууд Хятадын засгийн өсөлт төмцөл нэгтгэн Чингис хааны бүр хайжс хөр болохыг Хятадын бүр болон Хятад хүн зэрэмтлүүлснээр баггүй дэлхийн ертөнцид харуулсан байна. Элэг нэгт өвөр монгол хэлмэг ураад тугаа болон хазаараа ахын төсч өвөр монгол бидэнд чуураа нэгт Эдэн Чингис гэдэг энэ агуй хүний үр усаа бүжиг юмд дуурал дуун ихтэй, докторгол хүч ихтэй гэдгийг алуу дэлхийг дэхэнтэй зарваа. Хэрийн дүрм хэрэгжиж өх орны эзэн дүрмсэн байж боловч Монгол хүн гэжж монголоор байсан энэ оюун санааны эрүүн дахин өх орны хөнж идэж чадваа гэж би баатгаж байна. Эзэн Чингисийн бүхий өөр ажил өргөжүүлэн төмцөн олон гэдэгт би бүрэмсэн итгэлтэй байна. Та бүхэн анхаарлаа хандуулсан баярлалаа.
Next is Adam's question is Chinggis Ichi. Chinggis is from Mongolia. She is living in New York City.
Is the family group family? Family?
Хастай ноёд тавхандээ энэ өдрийн мэндийг хүргье. 35 жилдээ Чингис хааны тахтыг өргөжүүлэн зохион байгуулж байгаа Монгол Америкийн соёлын холбоо болон Чингис хааны дуслалын сангийнхан чин сэтгэлийн давхарлыг галт монголчуудын өмнөөс хүргье. Олон овг аймгийн нэгтгэж олон зууны дамжсан түүхийг Монгол төр улсыг байгуулсан Илхааныхаа дурсгалыг хүндлэн өнөөдөр хамаг монголчууд хайлмаг бүрээс туа хазаараа 10 монголчууд сүглэн эзэн Чингис хаанхаа тахлыг хийж байгаадаа баяртай байна. Он цагийн иргэдэл түүхийн чимээр татан бодорсон ч өнөөдөр бид эзэн хаанаа болсон энэхүү үйл явдалд маань ирээдүйд өөрийн дамжин өргөсөн тэмдэглэх болтугай гэж байна. Өнөөдрийн сайхан өдөр хамаг Монголын улсад бид хүн сүглэн их хааны тахлыг хэмнэж байгаадаа маш баяртай байна. Энэ боломжийг олгосон Монгол Америкийн соёлын холбоо болон Чингис хааны дуслалын сангийнхандаа дахин баярснаа хэлье. Баярлалаа.
Next is Ambassador's remarks. Ambassador Umpog is unable to join us today due to his busy schedule. On behalf of Ambassador Mr. Chinohe Potter, Deputy Permanent Representative of Mongolia to the United Nations, will give a speech today. Please welcome.
Хүндэт санджаалтан хүндэт ихийг монголчуудаа Mr. Partner, Mr. John, Yellow Mongol. So Dr. Chinggis, it is my great pleasure to attend the 35th annual Chinggis Memorial Ceremony. Usually when Mongol says it's something about since I kindly explain what it happened to the event. I wish to convey the greetings of Ambassador Enko from the Regional President of Mongolia to the United Nations to all of you. I'm not so mongolia контракт интегрирую дүүт процедураар хийгээд болчихсон. COVID арисын цагдаагийн улмаас өслийн ажлын хязгаарлалт хэлбэрээр явуулж байгаа. Ээлжид бид бүхэн гэрийн now, this is my first time attending this very important ceremony for Mongolians in the United States because of COVID-19 and then ceremony was having in limited form. And since I hope that you will be able to normal circumstances next year. And if you allow me, I will going to read in English. I would like to express my sincere gratitude to Chinggis Khan Memorial Foundation and Mongol American Cultural Society for keeping the memory of our great ancestors alive. The annual Chinggis Khan Memorial Ceremony serves an important venue for many Mongols and friends of Mongolia. This also unites Mongolians around the world. The history of Mongolia defines us. It defines
what we are. It defines our national identity. This year, Mongolia celebrated the 860th anniversary of great Chinggis Khan, our ancestor, who united all Mongolian brothers, founded the great Mongolian Empire under the power of eternal blue sky. In this regard, under the auspices of President of Mongolia, International Congress of Mongolian Studies was organized in Ulaanbaatar last August. The Mongolian recently inaugurated Chinggis Khan Museum in Ulaanbaatar. This is the nation's largest museum. It hosts a collection of over 8,300 objects relating to Chinggis Khan, other great Khans of Mongolian Empire, and the history of Mongolia from Chinggis to the end of the 20th century. Legacy of Chinggis Khan, his sons and grandsons is not only strategic warfare, but also rule of law, diplomacy, free trade, cultural development, freedom of religion and belief, post-postal system, and artistic achievement. I'd like to quote the words that were delivered by President of Mongolia, His Excellency Khurshid Okhna, at the General Assembly of the 77th session in the United Nations General Assembly, which says, "We descendants of founders of the Pax Mongolica call international community to understand each other, cooperate and manage any conflict through peaceful dialogue, so that our blue planet will be at peace, that modern Pax Globalica will be established." Scholars and researchers around the world view the establishment of Pax Mongolica as an important contribution of Mongolia of the world to the world history and achievement of mankind. This also emphasized that Pax Mongolia played an important role in the development of free trade between countries, laid the foundation for diplomacy and exchange of envoys, as well as proclaiming the ideas of religious freedom, rule of law, without imposing one culture and religion on others. Last year, President of Mongolia issued a decree to place portrait of Chinggis Khan in all government education institutions, as well as diplomatic missions abroad. It's my pleasure to present official portrait of Chinggis Khan to Chinggis Khan Memorial Foundation. I'd like to ask Mr. Cholom. Thank you very much for your kind attention.
Thank you. Okay. Next is keynote speaker section. Today's keynote speaker is, as I said earlier, is Galina Dorjia. Galina graduated from St. Petersburg Conservatory in 2000. Her research interests are focused on Kalmyk Arab traditional music. Galina worked as associate professor at St. Petersburg State University for Art and Culture from 2000 to 2006. More recently, Galina was music instructor at Startup Student Program, Bridge to Russia, Culture and Social Science at Harvard University. She served as MACA Scholar in Residence, represented MACA at First Chinggis Khan International Conference in Ulaanbaatar in August 2022. Her topic of her talk is Aisha Bashut, long song dedicated to Chinggis Khan. Please welcome. sorry about that, and I write it down incorrectly in my policy.
I would like to thank you for the invitation. I am grateful to the association and to Sanjiao personally for their support and interest in my research. For the last decade, Chinggis Khan heritage is becoming one of the topical and important areas in Mongol studies. Nowadays, interest and focus have shifted towards progress and innovations introduced by Chinggis Khan, who brought Silk Road under one unified political environment, increased communication and trade between the West Asia and the Middle East, and expanded the horizons of different cultures. Chinggis Khan's empire is now considered the first experience of globalism. Let's mention the most known examples of what came into the use of Europeans during the Mongolian Empire. For example, it's the compass or Italian pasta. For modern Mongolians, Chinggis Khan became a symbol of national identity, and academic researchers respond to this public demand. This growing scientific interest has led to the launch of the Chinggis Khan Heritage and Cultural Institute in Ulaanbaatar. In October was the great opening of the Chinggis Khan Museum and Cultural Center, as we just heard. The first international scientific conference, the World of Chinggis Khan and Mongol Studies, had place in August, and as a result of the successful work of the conference, the Association of Chinggis Khan Heritage Studies was established. So if you have any particular questions related to the conference, I will be happy to answer them. Now let me start with my main topic. I discovered that there still are songs devoted to Chinggis Khan in Alasha in Inner Mongolia. In 2018, I was invited for a research project at Shanghai Conservatory. It was the project to study musical cultures along the Silk Road. It happened that the field work in Bayangol and Korla in Xinjiang was not allowed for me, but instead I was given the opportunity to work for several days in Alasha in Inner Mongolia. According to the administrative division, Alasha is a prefecture or league in the westernmost end of the Inner Mongolian Autonomous Region. There are, I cannot be more precise, but on the map, it's about 53,000 Mongols in Alasha, which is about 28% of the population. The biggest group there are Khushus, it's about 10,000 of them, and the other main groups are Torguts and half Mongols. Alasha was a new and unknown region for me. There is a lack of ethnographic and ethnomusicological description in English and Russian about Alasha music. Summing up the result of those days, I can consider myself as a very lucky researcher because I became familiar with very interesting oirat enclaves, the peculiar and rich history, and what is the most fascinating for me, I met outstanding singers. The preservation of the language, mix of oirat and Halk, and traditional culture in these small oirat groups is amazing, although I am worried that a lot has changed since 2018. Alashan Prefecture contains 3 subdivisions, smaller administrative districts of banners. Idzina, or how local pronounce Ejnya, Banner, right, Barun Banner, and left, Zunbana. Idzina is famous for the ruins of Harakhato. I don't understand why it's not without the main picture. Okay. You can figure out the ruin of Krakatoa, discovered by the Russian geographer Kozlov in 1920s, who exposed Tangut manuscripts and artifacts. Now desert covered the ruins of Krakatoa, or Idzina, the city described by Marco Polo in his book On the Wonder of the World. In this sparsely populated desert lived the descendant of Arabjuri in Turkus, and this is another fascinating story. At the end of the 17th century, Khan Arabjur, uncle of Ayuka Khan, led his Nutuk about 300 families, including household independence had to be more than 3,000 people. All they went on a pilgrimage. They made their way from Volga to Lhasa. After 3 years of staying in Lhasa, Arabjur and his Turgut set out on the return trip, but were stopped at the Russian-Chinese border by Chinese troops and eventually forced to settle down in the desert near Edzina. The songs of Edzina Baya should be the topic of another report. Here I just briefly share information about our diasporas in these territories. Today I will talk about traditional songs from Zun, left banner of Alashan. I would like to cite the words of ethnomusicologist Ayuna Baina, a native of Alashan. Today's Alashan Mongols fear losing their identity, culture, and homeland while they struggle to fit into current national categories of either Chinese or Mongolian. Therefore, traditional culture and Urtundu as an essential part of the Mongolian and Oirat heritage should be the object of special attention, research, and promotion. The uniqueness of the long song is because they are the text of the oral tradition. Long songs passed on from parents to children, from generation to generation, so they live for centuries, and somehow their sound preserves the spirit of the time. The richness and diversity of Lasha songs were certainly connected with the historical specifics of this land. Khoshut of Alasha revere the genealogy of their nobility. Khoshut aristocracy traces their lineage from Khabutu Khasar, the younger brother of Chinggis Khan. I remind that famous Khoshut Bushi Khan and his elder brother Bai Bagas were descendants in the 19th generation of Khazar. In 1686, the grandson of Bai Bagas became a subject of the Chinese administration and got lands in Alashan. He was a descendant of 21st generation of Khabutu Khazar. In 1782, his grandson, Khorli grandsons, Ulsan Dorji, was granted the title of Khoshut Sinpan. He was descendant in the 23rd generation of Khabutu Khazar. The Ardon of the Khoshut nobility, Khoshut ones, constructed at the beginning of the 18th century, had been the administrative center of this territory for more than 2 centuries. It was destroyed during the Cultural Revolution, then restored, and now it is one of the main tourist attractions of the area. The famous Haramba Agban Dandari, Buddhist philosopher, poet, author of grammatic and dictionary, was a native of Shazun Khoshut. Another noteworthy page in local history is the legends that the Dalai Lama VI spent in Alashan last years of his life and was believed to be buried in a remote temple. I would like to present to you a singer who has more than 100 long songs in her repertoire. I may title her as a keeper of Urtundu tradition. Orjima, she's a Khoshut from Bayan Khoto, the center of Led Banner. She learned her songs from his father, Ayun Bilik, who was known as a great singer. This year, Orjima turned 90, and as I was told, I communicated to her friend Uzma, she's here on the picture. Orjima is doing well. In 2018, Orjima was 86 years old, and her hearing and voice weakened, but she was able to sing several long songs, including Chastrudun, the long song with religious content. I would like to introduce the recording of the religious song Bulnul Shri, dedicated to Akbar Dandar. We checked it before and it worked. The main source of my research is publication of 88 songs performed by Ochidma in 2007. It is a remarkable edition with audio, sound recording, parallel transcriptions of text in Cyrillic Mongolian, Khudam and Chinese, as well as musical notation. Her songs Ochidma grouped as songs dedicated to parents, brothers, just beautiful sisters, songs dedicated to horses, songs of warriors and hunters, songs about loved ones, songs to celebrate wedding. Ochidma performed 4 songs related to Chinggis Khan. They are of different genres and different types of connection to Chinggis Khan. Wedding song, Artalan Burgas. The last strophe of quatrains verse invokes the blessing of Chinggis Khan. The crest about Sand Lake are short, growing with rustling, blessing of Chinggis Bogdo, everyone will benefit, and let's just listen a little bit. I'm sorry, it's difficult to find where to put on. I don't see it on. Turn on properly. No sign. This song is one of my favorites because it's very similar, very familiar and similar with Kalmyk Udun, although not literally, but because the way to construct the text. In the song of the barrio, Artsati Pendermot, the family, ancestral lineage, and the origin from Chinggis Bogdo are praised. Chinggis Bogdo. In both songs, the appeal to Chinggis Bogdo is only one verse among others. There is like yet another important way to glorify the family because of the connection with Chinggis Khan. In the song, the 5 and 10 horses of Chinggis Khan are praised in 2 final poetic collections. This song is a remarkable example of mixture of accordion and I guess we will skip that and we'll go to the next song, which is the classic example of a song dedicated to Chinggis Khan. It is the song originated from the medieval legend about 2 stallions. The medieval fable talks about 2 horses of Chinggis Khan, bigger and smaller or older and younger. Both stallions felt unhappy because of the owner's inattention, so they fled. In the wilderness, horses had juicy grass and tasty water, but then the older horse began to yearn for the owner, and the younger one agreed to return home. When they returned, they distinguished themselves during the hunt. Chinggis Khan praised them and rewarded two stallions by tying a silk ribbon around their neck. This is the plot of the medieval fable. It's very interesting to see how this story is embodied in Hoshut of Hindu. The song begins with the Altai and Hangai, which is the center of Western Mongolia's traditional world picture. And then it tells us about the horse and the fall of the heaven, sky. The next stanzas describe the horse that gallops quickly across the plain, but runs even faster uphill. The horse quickly walking through sand or dense bushes. It means the horse is not scared to go through sand or bushes. If the horse sees a tabaga, a fox, a lynx, he catches up them. If the horse sees the owner's place here, the horse plays and shows its joy. Another interesting description: if the horse sees traces of a former bonfire, ash, it rolls on it. Every stroke, every quatrain is ending with a regularly recurring two-pageable lines. Isn't Chinggis Nihoy Shabra, Bagashik Shabra, or Shabra, two horses of Chinggis Khan, smaller and bigger. These repeating lines connect this Orthondo with the medieval tale. Well, let's listen a little bit of that. And we can come back to the bigger. No. Thank you. I want to draw your attention to the color of horse, Sharagö in Hoshut song. Sharagö can approximately be translated as golden or yellow, the same as on that picture. In Kalmyk folklore, horse with such a color has a very high status. It is the color of heroic horse in jungle epic, or the color of the horse in the religious song Chankatak. Songs about two stallions of Chinggis Khan are known in different Mongolian regions. Usanorovim Erdemchimik and Buryat researcher Dampilova mentioned texts from Khalkha Mongols, Shenkin Buryats in China, Sakhar and Khalkha of Inner Mongolia. These songs are known as Huirzagal, Bokun Huirzagal, or Zirgintin Shilde. And there is these horses with different color, like almost white or very light gray. Ustan Naravin Erdemchimik published very interesting text of another legend, which was preceded the performance this song Zirgintin Shilde among Khalkh. It is a legend about two hunters who mistakenly wounded two horses of Chinggis Khan. Two hunters mistook horses for deer and antelope. When Chinggis Khan was about to execute hunters, they started to sing a song praising the horses and were forgiven with an order to sing the song wherever they had to go. It turns out that the song about Chinggis Khan is a text to glorify heaven, Altai, Hangai, or Zirgintin Shilde, as a symbol of motherland for different local groups of Mongolian people, and the horse as a child of heaven, an almost divine creature, and to praise all the best qualities of the Mongolian horse. I am amazed that this song dedicated to Chinggis Khan which should proclaim national idea or even nationalism, actually praises the sky, Kirkman, Tinder, and a horse. I would like to conclude my presentation with a proposal. There is no special research of long songs devoted to Chinggis Khan. Dr. Bak Jansan, director of the Institute of Language and Literature of Mongolian Academy of Science, expressed his interest and willingness to cooperate and support joint project with Mongolian American Cultural Association to promote traditional texts devoted to Chinggis Khan. Dr. Jansan and Dr. Alma Shah, who is the expert in Mongolian folklore, would like to cooperate in project research and publish Mongolian long songs dedicated to Chinggis Khan. And here I just pasted through pages, a few pages from this treasure of treasure. It's catalog of the archive. And there are almost 40 documents, manuscripts, and some of them with sound of the songs devoted to Chinggis Khan. These songs have never been researched, transcribed, or published. Thank you.
Thank you, Joanna. Of course, I think NICA would be interested in cooperating on anything that would promote the memory of Chinggis Khan, anything, any cultural thing that they have preserved. So certainly we should consider pursuing that. And yeah, that would be a very important project, in my opinion. So thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Thank you. It's a very interesting topic. And next is Marka and Mongol Children Aid and Development Fund report. First, Tony Edinger going to take the report on the Mongol Children Aid and Development Fund. Please welcome Tony.
You want it all?
Well, something. It's nice to be back to honor the life and legacy of Chinggis Khan. As many of you know, we started the Mongolian Children's Aid and Development Fund back in 1994 with Secretary of State James Baker. So we're celebrating our 28th anniversary. The original idea was to help the children of Mongolia as the country transitioned into democracy and capitalist society. And we didn't want to leave the children behind. Since inception, we've helped tens of thousands of children in Mongolia with support that included computers, nutrition, medicine, clothes, and education. Currently, we've been focused on helping to educate the children on the importance of saving the environment and its animals. Specifically, some of the most current activities we've been involved in has been working with nomadic care to provide nutrition to the Duka children. We've been working with the Arts Council of Mongolia for young aspiring artists. And we've been partnering with the Wildlife Conservation Society to help educate children with the trunk program and support World Biodiversity Day. Given the COVID impact on our activities, we had some slowdown over the course of the last year, but we hope to pick up strongly again this year where we left off pre-COVID and increase the number of campaigns and activities we're doing in Mongolia. If any of you would like to help, please go to the website and give all the dollars, 100%, all go to help the children. Bye.
Thank you. And next one is cultural humanitarian of the year. Yeah. Oh, you next.
Okay, so I'm going to give the MACA report for 2022, and just by way of introduction, just to get everyone on the same page, MACA was established in 1988 by Gomajak Hangin, Sortilama, and Losanjog, when they celebrated the very first Chinggis ceremony in was it Trenton, New Jersey, at the Chinggis house. So that was the very first Lawrenceville. Oh, Lawrenceville, that's right. Okay, well, I was close. Yes, so they were our founders. We honor them today. We honor their memory. We had a moment of silence. We'll never forget them. MACA was incorporated officially in 1992, New Jersey. The mission of MACA, we have actually two missions. One is, of course, the preservation and promotion of Mongol culture in the U.S., and then we have a humanitarian charitable mission, and Tony talked about that second part. And then the Chinggis Khan Memorial Foundation was established in 2016. The first executive director is Dr. Chabul. And then since then, we have continued to celebrate the ceremony under the direction of the Chinggis Khan Memorial Foundation. I wanted to make special mention of the 2022 organizing committee. All of these people were instrumental in making sure that the ceremony was organized and held in a nice way, and my deepest gratitude to each of them. Okay, so some of the projects that we have supported recently over the past year or so, we support annually the Mongolian Society annual meeting. The Mongolian Society was established in 1960, I gotta think now, 68 I think it was. It was established by Gomajak Hangin at Indiana University. It continues to operate today very much like it did at its founding, and we are a sponsor of the Mongolian Society and its annual meeting. MAC is also a sponsor of the MCC annual conference. This is the Mongolian Culture Center that was established by Dr. Sabuledin, and with the collaboration of the Washington Embassy, with an annual international conference dedicated to Mongolian topics, which we feel is very important. We also support 3 Kalmyk American associations. These are Kalmyk American associations that are based in New Jersey and in Philadelphia, and we are supporting them. There is the Tibetan Mongolian Buddhist Cultural Center that we support. This was founded by Lord Bull in Bloomington, Indiana, many years ago, and more recently led by Chinggis. So we support this cultural center as well. We have supported recently the Iowa Festival, which is the festival that was established in New York by the Woodhead Performance Group. We have also given research grants to Dr. Basanjal Tedish. Dr. Basanjal is a scholar at Cambridge in the UK, and he has written some important research articles related to Mongolia and Kalmykia. And we've supported him with grants. And recently we've supported Dr. Yelena Dorjieva with research and travel grants as well. So these are some of our recent cultural preservation support projects. And with the pandemic, of course, everything was sort of shut down a little bit, but we hope to resume more activities as we come out of this pandemic. So let me turn now to the 2022 Cultural Humanitarian Award. This is an award that we try to give annually. Of course, because of the pandemic, we haven't been able to do that as consistently as we would like. But it is an award that we give to one individual or group who have contributed something of substance to the cultural preservation of Mongolia. And this year, we're very pleased to announce that the recipient of the award is Dr. Sarul Yadmar. Dr. Sarul has the PhD in linguistics. He's an author and a translator of more than 20 books. He's a columnist of Mongolian language for the Daily News. He's a librarian in the Library of Congress in Washington. He's a visiting professor of Mongolian at the National University for Art and Culture. He's head of the Mongolian Culture Center in Washington, and he's the founder and organizer of the annual International Mongolian Studies Conference that I just mentioned in Washington, D.C. And he's also a founding member of the Mongolian Language and Culture Camp in so given all of his leadership and scholarly activities, we felt that he would be an appropriate recipient for the Cultural Humanitarian Award for 2022. This is what the award looks like. It's a plaque, and it says on the plaque for outstanding contributions to the preservation of Mongol culture in the U.S. So this plaque, ordinarily we would have it, but it was shipped to him directly. So it should be en route to him. And if you see Dr. Sutherland, certainly congratulate him on this. We also had an appeal by the Kalmyk Youth Coalition. They're looking for donations to help Kalmyk immigrants who have, because of the disruption in Russia today, have left Russia in one way or another, have gotten to, some of them have gotten to the US and some have gotten to other countries. And so the Kalmyk Youth Coalition is seeking donations. Certainly, if you want more information, it will be on our website, and I can provide you with more information. This is a really good cause. So if you have an interest to give private donations, certainly this is a worthy cause that we wanted to bring to people's attention. And finally, I'll close with this. I wanted to point out this very important book, Revelations of the Mongol Queen by Ayat Kurtun. I don't know if you remember, but Ayat Kurtun attended the Chinggis ceremony 4 years ago, in 2018. And she was extremely dedicated, and she actually gave a very nice talk on the shamanic principles governing our lives. And in this book, this is a very interesting book. She goes through the historical review of all of the Mongolian queens, starting from the pre-Chinggis era all the way through to more recent times. and really talks about the mysteries, the shamanic mysteries associated with some of the Mongolian queens. So if you have some interest in knowing more about the role of shamanism in driving the historical record through the actions and contribution of the Mongolian queen, this is the book to go. It's in English, and I have Kishket's contact information here. She's distributing the books here. And with that, I think I'll stop. Let me just go. It's not responding. Yeah.
We'll get the break. Yeah. Next is a 15-minute break, and then you guys can have tea or coffee outside. Okay, see you after 15 minutes. Yeah, and after that, we will have participation.
How are you? How's
How's your business before Pushkar? Because yesterday we were on Lexington, 72nd Street, 71st. I saw Pushkar. What to say? Like 72nd, let's walk again. Pushkar. And that's it. In the morning, I said breakfast. How many yes, we yeah, interested with the dollars.
no, what I
Let's go get
No, she tried to.
You know better on the Android device. Nice to meet you. Like this weekend. This is day 6. Wow, you have a beautiful. Yes, it is. Yeah, the Mongolian style just like Russian,
We're on switch soon. Yeah, we're switching.
That's smart. Setting up this chair. So, Jim basically first focuses on the scene. Yeah. So that, and then just. Yeah, so we obviously share about so and so we talk about what's the best way. I've seen we've seen them lecture. Yeah, he had a lot of good ideas. A lot of good connections. Get stuff done. Yeah, so
Please, you can, stand in front of the camera. Fine. I'll let them know. Hello, everybody. Enjoying the show. I'm going to switch cameras so the stream will temporarily stop and then decide maybe in about 5 minutes or so. All right, I'm about to stop.